Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm playing along with several friends for the Rainbow Crush YouTube hop. And this is a hop that is put on by Tara O'Rourke over in the Paper Snob Community Facebook group. I will leave a link to the hop playlist as well as to her Facebook group. I'm also creating this layout for the Bramble Fox International Scrapbook Day Challenge. They had several challenges during International Scrapbook Day weekend, and this was one of them. It was a sketch challenge, and you too can play along by entering a layout using this sketch over in the Bramble Fox Friends Facebook group, as long as you add your layout by May 17th for a chance to win some prizes. So the color this month is yellow for the Rainbow Crush YouTube hop, and I've got two photos of my daughter and her date from prom. Now the yellow, her dress actually is yellow. It's a little washed out in this picture. It looks more ivory, but it is yellow depending on the lighting. And so I'm bringing out this Bramble Fox title piece here that says Memories Made. I've got some various pattern papers. This one's from Toddler Time, 49 and Market. I've got a Paper Rose Peony Garden. It has some yellow in it. And then this other one here, this plaid is a Simple Story. So I thought maybe I could cut some like strips from here and follow along with the yellow. I've also pulled this Bramble Fox stencil that I have on my desk. I've got some Simple Stories little bits and pieces here, and I thought maybe there's a butterfly that's yellow and there's a couple flowers that are yellow. You know, I really thought I had more yellow than I do, but I am so drawn to the color yellow. I feel like when I get it in a collection, I use it first. So our school colors are black and gold, so the yellow, so I do use a lot of yellow, and so I don't really have a lot on hand. I'm also might pull in this 49 and Market laser cut. This is the charcoal laser cuts. So I've got my products that I've selected, and now I'm going to go ahead and map my photos. So this is Tatum and her date Rhett, and they've been friends since they were young, all through school. He's a senior, she's a junior. It's not her boyfriend, just a friend. Want to make sure I state this correctly here on the web. I do print all my photos at home, so I have the Epson PictureMate 400, and I was able to size these to 3x4. So I'm following along with the sketch, and there's just some like mismatched strips. I didn't measure anything. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. So I'm going to tear this piece of yellow. I think this is the one from 49 and Market, that Toddler Time. I was thinking about using a strip from here and maybe some other things. So I'm flipping through this 49 and Market laser cuts. This is something that I got like in one of those, oh, what do they call them? Mystery boxes. And so I have a great big box of 49 and Market products, and I really need to use them up. I pulled the doily first. I love the doily, so I got to find a way to use that. And I like the little file tab. I'm not super crazy about this strip. I think it like draws too much attention since it's so dark, so I might pull that off. But for right now, I'm going to leave it on the layout to think about it. So I'm just tearing a little bit more off of my yellow strip there just to see if I like that. Here I'm actually cutting this strip, thinking that I'm going to use it at this point. Spoiler alert, I don't. Because I do, like I said, I think it just draws too much attention to that area on the layout, and I don't want that. But I love that doily, and so I definitely want to use that. I'm thinking maybe at the bottom somehow. In the sketch, there was a little file tab on the right photo, so I think that's going to work great. I'm just going to kind of adhere that for now. And I'm not going to glue anything down until I've made my decisions. There is some mixed media in the background of the sketch, and so I do want to kind of glue everything together. And then if I do that, then I'm able to pick it up and move it around and do the mixed media behind it. Now I'm dovetailing this strip here, and what I like to do is kind of fold it in half, find the middle, cut a slit up the center, and then cut in from the corner to the slit and then corner to the slit. So that's what I did there to make that dovetailed banner piece. here's where I take the strip out and I'm thinking, you know what? I like this striped strip better. It just doesn't bring so much attention to that area on the layout. So I'm going to use this. And this is just the reverse side of that polka dot paper that I use there. So I'm just using scraps, and I love when I can do that. I'm just using scraps and just different pieces from various collections. It's always fun to play with your products like this, just to, experiment and have fun with what you have. It is nice to use a collection too. I'm not saying it's not, because I do love that where everything matches and it goes together, but I feel like this gives me a little more of creative freedom just to kind of go and pull things from my stash and make them work. I like that, and I don't do that regularly because I do work with collections so often, so this was so fun. The only thing I knew when I saw that the color or the Rainbow Crush theme was yellow, I was like, oh, I have to scrapbook prom. And then I loved that Memories Made title piece that just came out from Bramble Fox. I'm like, oh, I need to use that also. So it was perfect. Now, if you do enter the sketch challenge over on the Bramble Fox Facebook group, you do have to use something that is Bramble Fox on your layout. So make sure they have acrylic title pieces. They also have cut files. So you can try those out. I have lots of videos on my YouTube channel showing their cut files and why I think they're so amazing. And if you haven't tried them, I highly recommend it. So the title, I think, is going to nestle right underneath of that photo. Now I'm pulling in a stencil. This is actually a paper rose stencil. And I'm looking at my inks, and I think that I'm going to use mustard seed ink. So I'm going to grab my ink dauber tool here and my foam, and I'm just going to see where I want to place that ink. So you can see how, since I have everything all taped together, I'm able to pick that up and add some mixed media in the background. So I'm really following the sketch very closely at this point, because the stencil that is used in the sketch is even a stencil just like this. So I originally thought I was going to go with that flower stencil, but I like the way this looks, and so I'm going to go ahead and add this one. I thought about maybe even adding some texture paste over with the flower stencil, but that's going a little over the top maybe. I just wanted this to be a simple layout, but it did cross my mind. So since I got the mixed media down, I'm ready to go ahead and commit and to glue down my pattern papers here and also my photos. And here's where I'm grabbing that doily, and I really want to use it. I think I'm going to cut it in half. I know for sure I want the Memories Made title here, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's so cute. The eye has a little heart, and I thought that was just perfect for this. I absolutely loved my daughter's dress. I gave her a budget for prom, and it was over the budget, but when you go see your daughter try on dresses and it fits her like this one fit her, I just couldn't resist. It's so great. I don't know how she's going to top it next year for her senior year, because we both love it so much. In fact, she even had said, she's like, I want to dress like this when I get married. I'm like, well, you got a long time to go, so we can worry about that later, but I just love it. It's so detailed. I don't know if this photo shows it as well as it is, but I liked this photo. It kind of shows, her hair, the back of her hair. So you can see I did glue down that doily. I cut it in half. I put a little bit at the bottom and then some over to the left. So that did vary a little bit from the sketch. Now I'm auditioning some of the flowers that I had from that Simple Stories pack. I'm going to keep this simple. I just want like a flower at the top and then a flower off to the side, and they're like that golden color. Super simple. I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to this upper left flower, and then the bottom one there, I am just going to tuck underneath the photo, so just a little bit peeks out. So I'm going to glue that down, and then there we go. I'm going to add the flower. So far, I really like the way this is looking. Now, in that same Bramble Fox box, with the Memories Made, this camera also came with it, And there were 3 cameras actually, and they each say a little something different. So I pulled out the one that says smile. And so I'm going to add that here to the bottom, and I love the way that looks. There were so many photos for prom. You'll probably be seeing lots of prom being scrapbooked on my channel for months to come. I plan to scrapbook every single one of the photos because I love them so much. Let's see here. I added a little butterfly. Now I'm looking back at the 49 and Market laser cuts just to make sure that there's nothing else that I want to use from here. I thought about it, but I think I'm good. Oh, I am going to grab a little wordy bit here that's black that says photographs, and I just kind of move it around the page a few times, and then I settle. I actually thought I glued it down up there at the top, but then I move it down here at the bottom, which it's still going to move again, but at least it's got a home for now. And then I'm going to add this butterfly to the upper left corner with a little bit of foam tape. So I will glue that down. And then now here, I thought about doing some stitching on my layout, and I was worried that I would mess this up at this point. So I decided to bring in a Sharpie and do faux stitching. So I'm drawing lines just on this banner piece just to make it stand out. I felt like it just really didn't pop. But with this Sharpie, I feel like that's really giving it a little pop so that you can see that outline, and I like that. Here I went ahead and printed my journaling on a Google Doc, and I will link a video where I learned how to do this. And then I have this Hero Arts journaling strip die, and when you use the Google Doc template and this die, you just line it up over your journaling and tape it down and run it through your die cut machine, and it is like magic. In fact, I learned this from Nicole, I think it's Bingman. And so I will link her video in case you're interested in watching that. And that's where I got the template. So she shares the template if you want that. It's in her. So you can download it there. But if you want the die, I will link the die down below. And I always appreciate anyone that shops my links, as I do earn a small commission at no extra charge to you. So I really appreciate when you shop my links, as that helps me out here on YouTube. So here I have my strips cut, and now what I want to do is I just want to cut them down a little bit more. It says, my girl was glowing in yellow. Prom night with her good friend Rhett was just perfect. And so I'm just going to kind of audition them where I want them. And this is so funny here because I get these 2 down, and then I cannot find the word just perfect. And then I went back, I printed it again, and it still wasn't there. And I guess I didn't hit enter on that line in the Google Doc, and it never printed. So I had to print these all over again 3 times in case you wanted to know that information. So here we go. I finally printed out the just perfect. I'm also showing you at the bottom right corner of the page, I added just I brought some more yellow down there, and I just brought a yellow strip of paper and then placed that wordy bit photographs on top of it. And I like the way that looks, just gives it a little more interest down there at the bottom. So we've got the journaling complete, and here I look at my layout and I think it's done. But I'm gonna sit overnight and think about it. I'm actually holding it up here, kind of showing you like it's done. And then I think, no, I want to add some splatters. But again, I was too worried. The last few times I've done splatters have been a disaster with my black. So I'm going to go the safe route, and I'm going to use a stamp here. This is a stamp I got in a My Creative Scrapbook kit, one of their limited edition kits a couple of months back, I think. Maybe last year. I guess it was last year now. Time flies. And so I'm not even using the block. I'm just going to dip it into the black ink and place it around my layout in a few places. And yes, that was a much safer route, much cleaner. I love my splatters, but not when I have my page done like this. It's too iffy. So there we go. I love the way that looks. And again, I think it's done. And then I take it to my sewing machine and I stitch all around the edges in black. But I am such a beginner at stitching. Look at my corners, like it's embarrassing. Looks like a kindergartner stitched it. So I decided I wanted to fix that. So I'm bringing in this die from Pink and Maine, and it is a corner die called Fun Corner Dies. And I decided I would cut those out in black And then I could put that over top of my corners, and then you'll never know that I don't have nice stitches on the corners. Like, this kind of brings it all together. And I think that that fixed my mistake, and I like the way that looks. Notice I also even stitched down my butterfly. It is stitched to the page, like, not good, but it is what it is. I love the way this page turned out, mistakes and all, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Don't forget, this is a YouTube hop. I will leave the playlist link down below. I hope you'll check everyone out. And I hope you'll also participate in the Bramble Box Facebook group challenge. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.